evening, sweet world, and welcome to the Starters, live from NBA Summer League for our 5th and final night here at the Thomas & Mack Center in beautiful Las Vegas. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Taz Mellis.
I won't turn my head, guys. I will not turn my head. Might cause a problem.
To my left, it's the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friends.
And last, certainly not least, down yonder, wearing red, it's the bearded one, Trae Kirby.
Hey-o!
Hey-o! Okay, so this one's on me, fellas. This one's on me. We were calling the Spurs-Blazers game earlier today on NBA TV, and I was very confident that we were going to get a wedgie in this game. I was so confident that before the game I tweeted out, if we don't get one, we're going to dress as Vegas showgirls on tonight's finals episode of the Starters here in Vegas.
Why didn't you just say you would dress as a showgirl?
Well, I thought you would look gorgeous, and I was right.
Well, you are right. That's true, but yeah.
So, yeah, a Lannister always pays his debts, so do the Starters.
That's right.
That's on me, though, but you know, it's sort of comfortable here in the dress.
Yeah,
It's very hot up
it.
here
A
on
new
set.
look.
I'm not that angry at it. All right, we got a fun show tonight. We're going to name our all Vegas first and second teams. We're going to talk about the Rockets' offseason, whether Luka Doncic should be considered the Rookie of the Year favorite. He hasn't even played here at Summer League. And we got the final very solid play of the Starters season.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
our final show, Lee.
I know.
So, with all that said, let's start with a little Day 5 Vegas Summer League highlights.
Let's start with the Hawks and the Bulls. Trae Young, 6 threes over his first 5 games at Summer League. That's a little foreshadowing. Hanging out with Donovan Mitchell. That's Wendell Carter of the Bulls. Also had a good game in this one. Trae Young escaping his defender, knocking down the triple. He was feeling it.
Trae bomb.
On the other side, quick bounce pass. Antonio Blakeney finds Carter Jr. Ooh, a smooth finger roll. Bulls are up big, but Trae Young creating some space for himself, knocking down the step-back 3.
There we go.
All right, Hawks fans, feeling good, feeling good. Bulls are up 3 at half. Great ball movement. Trae Young working off the ball this time.
I'll take it.
Oh, you know he's feeling it. You know he's feeling
That's
it
very
there.
solid,
That
Lee.
was very solid. You're right.
At the other end, Wendell Carter Jr. pulling up from downtown, showing it from the outside. Carter finished with 23 points and 6 rebounds, but the story was Trae Young in this one. This is the dagger, 37 seconds left. Oh, yes, it was at the end of the shot clock.
That's a big logo, but the feet were still on the logo.
Yeah,
I love it.
That
He's
was
gonna
his
have the
7th
most-
3.
He's going to have the most volatile season, I think, Trae Young. He's going to have these games where he hits 6 or 7, 3 or 4 games in a row, and then he might not hit one for like a week. It's going to be so crazy, but when he's on, it's going to be fun to watch.
But it had to feel good for him here. You said he had sort of struggled through a majority of his games in Summer League, both here and before. But man, he was cooking tonight. And I'm with you, Lee. We're going to see a lot of games like this from him this year.
Well, even this game is kind of a streaky game in and of itself. He was 7 of 13 from 3, 0 of 6 from 2-point range, but because he's hitting all those threes, he's still able to score efficiently, opens everything up for the Hawks inside. That's a game-changing kind of player that they haven't had, even during the Horford and Millsap days, a guy who can just really change the geometry of the court. If he's able to shoot this well during the regular season, the Hawks will be happy.
Yeah, the worrisome part for him is that if you got an athletic defender, a little bit bigger defender, that he won't be able to create enough space for himself.
Yep.
Because most guys are going to be bigger than him. That being said, if he can shoot 4-point shots, basically, I'm calling a 4-point shot something where like 2 to 3 feet behind the line, that's enough space for him. It's just a matter of his shot, and if he can get his shot going, there isn't really a weakness in his game other than the defensive end is where teams will try and seek him out.
What do you think of Carter Jr. once again showing flashes? You must be happy as a Bulls fan. Wearing red, is this on purpose?
Yeah, definitely. I put in an order for a red dress when they were going to the store. But yeah, again, another great game for Wendell Carter. He's just showing his versatility. People comparing to Al Horford, and I think you see in this game exactly why. He was playing a little bit of defense out on the perimeter. He blocked one of Trae Young's 3-point shots. He scored off short rolls. He stepped into a 3. He had some post-ups that he was hitting. He was doing basically Al Horford things. I don't know that anybody thought that Wendell Carter was going to be in the mix for Rookie of the Year. Maybe he still isn't, but he's been really great out here at Summer League so far.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go Jazz and Heat. Earlier today was the Jazz's 21st pick, Grayson Allen, taking on the Heat's 14th pick of the 2017 draft, Bam Adebayo. Grayson Allen, though, showing off his aggressiveness early with the flow.
Oh, nice.
The Dookie fans loved it. There they are. Derek Walton Jr. gets the steal. Nice D. He's going to get rejected here at the rim, but Adebayo there with a fancy pass to Bam.
Clean up.
The finish. A little more Grayson. Just going to go back door there, and finishes with the strong one-hand dunk. Yeah, that's some sneaky hops there. He had 17 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists for the game. In the third, Derek Walton Jr. throws the oop in transition, and that is Anawamu for the two-hand flush. One more look at that.
Way up.
Guys,
I feel blessed.
He had 18 and 7, and in the fourth, Duncan Robinson drives, finds Bam for the easy finish. Bam, good game, 24 points and 9 boards. The Heat pick up the 8-point win.
Summer League is always fun for me because I don't follow the college game all that closely. I know Grayson Allen as a pest and only as a pest.
Right.
And then you come see him and he's a ball player. I mean, he can put it down on the floor. He obviously has hops, obviously has athleticism. And he has a tough side too.
Yeah, I agree. He looks like a solid backup point guard. He really is doing all the little things out here. He's cutting, he's passing, he can knock down some shots, and like you said, Tess, it's not bad to have an irritant off the bench, somebody who can get into the mix with the other players. He could definitely fill that role for the Jazz.
All right, moving on with the highlights. Moving on to the game that we called. We didn't get fired. We're still here.
We didn't get a wedgie either.
We didn't get fired for that. Might for this.
I'm getting a wedgie right now in this dress. Spurs, Blazers. This is Gary Trent Jr. taking on the Spursies. Gary Trent was feeling it. There's a quick dish from Wade Baldwin to Anthony Simons for the slam dunk. Trent Jr. in the feel and the flow, hitting the easy jumper. Blazers up 10 early. Spursies would fight back in Spursian fashion. Lonnie Walker the fourth. Cleans up the glass with a huge putback save. Watch this. Oh! Didn't have a monstrous game, but started off really hot. Obviously,
Walker,
really
Texas
hot.
Dunker as a nickname?
It's a little wordy, but
Quick feed from Caleb Swanigan.
Whoa.
Showing it from the high post. Big man's got some touch, and Wade Baldwin obviously got some hops there with the contested dunk and the finish. Archie Goodwin finds an open. Gary Trent Jr. Oh, he had time to line that baby up. He had 20 points, 4 threes, a game high for Gary Trent Jr. Then it's Wade Baldwin for driving in the paint, laying it up with a strong finish. Wade Baldwin fourth, looking for a job here with the Blazers. Baldwin finished with 16 points and 9 assists. This was a hard-fought game that we watched.
yeah, it looked like the Blazers. It was going to be a blowout. The Spurs made a run late. Blazers took care of business. We talked about it on the broadcast, though. Gary Trent Jr. It's funny. Plays nothing like his father did.
No.
And we even had the stats where we found out how many threes did Gary Trent Sr. hit in the NBA. He hit 4
Yeah.
in a pretty long career. And here's his son in one summer league game splashing 4. It's a
different game.
It's a different game, and he obviously plays a different style, and he's great at it.
He'd only hit 1 3 himself, though, coming into this game, so he wasn't exactly feeling it. But then he got a couple to drop early on. You could see his confidence really grew throughout the game. And at the end of that game, I thought it was good the way that they closed out that game because the Spurs came charging back, but some pretty good play by the Blazers afterwards. So good end to them.
Let's head to the game that just finished right behind us here in the Thomas & Mack Center, and that was the Lakers and the Knicks. Magic Johnson in the building.
There it is.
The legend that is Magic in the first, though. Josh Hart drives left. He's going to throw down a nice one-handed dunk. Lakers were up 3 early. Hart had 18 points in the first half. In the second half, the Knicks trailed by as many as 25, but they closed the third quarter on a 28-3 run led by Kevin Knox. He had to drill the 3 in the corner, hit another 3 up top. He wasn't done.
Oh, man.
Coach Fizdale loving it. 16 points in that third quarter for Knox.
It's only summer league, kids.
Yeah, but in the fourth, the Lakers will pull away with the 14-0 run of their own. Josh Hart, he hits that pull-up three-pointer. Lakers win. Lakers win.
This game was all about Kevin Knox. And he had, as you mentioned, Lee, people excited for Kevin Knox. I hope he takes that confidence into the regular season because he has it now. You see him pulling up, behind the three-point arc with a guy in his face. Sometimes that fades for a guy at Summer League. It doesn't carry over. Manuel Mudiay sort of comes to mind. Guys that don't carry it over. I don't know. Kevin Knox seems to have it. He's doing chin-ups on the rim every single time he can. I don't know if the swag's going to go away.
Yeah, he's got a good body for Summer League, but it's probably not as effective in the regular NBA season. But I love his aggression.
And if he is throwing down those type of dunks and hitting those threes in MSG, Knicks fans are going to be going bonkers.
He could be starting the All-Star game this year. As far as we know, who knows? They got a lot of voters.
With that New York bump, for sure. In the final game today, we had the Kings beating the Grizzlies pretty handily. We got to take a break, though. Lots more still to come on the starters tonight. When we return, we're going to talk about whether or not Luka Doncic should be the Rookie of the Year favorite and a whole lot more. It's the final night of the starters here in Vegas. Back in a second. We decided to dress like this. We lost the bet. We paid up. Let's get to a little up-down fun, though. Get the guys behind us. Everybody behind us playing along. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Our first one. The Dallas Mavericks have high hopes for Luka Doncic, and so does Vegas. The Mavs' top pick is favored to win the NBA's Rookie of the Year, ahead of the #1 pick DeAndre Ayton and the 2nd overall pick Marvin Bagley III, according to BetOnline.ag. The 19-year-old hasn't even played here, obviously, at Summer League, though he won a title over in the EuroLeague. He was MVP over there. So are you guys up or down on Doncic being the Rookie of the Year favorite?
I think so, yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, still behind us, thumbs up.
Oh, a lot of thumbs down in the crowd.
Lee, you agree with the
Speak for the crowd.
I'm only going down because we haven't seen him, and I have seen DeAndre Ayton, and I have seen guys like Kevin Knox, and I think that those guys have already shown that they're going to be good players, and they're going to be in the running. It's always going to be a challenge as well for a Euro guy to come over here and have an immediate impact and be Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to be a fantastic player, but until I see him play, I'm not ready to make him Rookie of the Year favorite.
Yeah, if it's not Doncic, it's probably going to be Ayton, just because he's going to be able to put up massive numbers. The guy has been the focus of trying to be stopped by Suns opponents out here at Summer League. That's not going to be the case when we get into the regular season. They're going to be focusing on Devin Booker. That being said, I'm up on Luka Doncic being the favorite because he's been playing against former NBA guys, playing with former NBA guys when he was playing over in Europe. Usually goes to the most ready, most experienced guy, and clearly to me, Doncic is that guy.
Yeah, I think he's going to have the ball in his hands more than any other rookie, or just as much as any other rookie. He's as polished as any other rookie. He's got the opportunity to get a lot of minutes as much as any other rookie. And he's got the aura. I like the fact that he hasn't played. You know, that's why he is up there, I think, in the odds.
Yeah.
Because he'd come down, there would be mistakes.
If he had been struggling here or something like that.
Of course. Right now, he's this unknown.
Yeah.
He's this foreign player, this god, this demigod right now.
All right, let's hear from you guys out there on Twitter, #TheStarters, thumbs up or thumbs down. Our next one. It's been a weird free agency period for the Houston Rockets. Despite signing Chris Paul to a 4-year max deal, they lost Trevor Ariza to the Suns on the first day of free agency, and then yesterday they lost Luka Doncic, who went back to the Clippers. And maybe Melo's coming. What's going on here? They haven't signed a Capella as well. Are you up or down on the Rockets' very weird offseason so far?
Yeah, at this point, I think you got to be down.
Down.
Look at these strong thumbs.
Okay, majority of people down. But Lee, you're up. Why do you
I'm
start
up because they still got their first target, Chris Paul. They re-signed him. He didn't walk for nothing. Obviously, Mbamute and Ariza going is bad. And if Capella goes, then that's also bad. But they've still got a chance for Capella. I think if he comes back, overall, it's still going to be a success. And they're still obviously in the chance to get Carmelo Anthony. So I think it's still positive right now.
But everything is about Golden State. And they were sort of on the verge of not having enough guys who could play against Golden State already. And then you lose Ariza and Mbamute, who played against Golden State. And then
I'm trying to see. I can't quite see it. Yeah, right.
And then they only have 6 guys back who played against Golden State.
They ran about 7 though against the Warriors. So
exactly, but now they're only 6, including Capella at 5, and I assume they're going to have Capella back. And who's going to be the 7th?
Melo.
Well, and so do you feel as good as you did last year against the Warriors? I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I think the Rockets, if they're able to bring Melo in, would think they've upped their talent level still. And like Leah's saying, bringing back Chris Paul is huge. If they're able to bring back Capella, that kind of salvages things. But they just lost the switchiness. They lost the thing that people said, oh, this is maybe what is going to be the possibility for somebody to beat the Warriors, considering they were up 3-2. Going into Game 6, I just think it's a step backwards, and hopefully the Rockets are able to sort of right the ship for the way out of here.
Like this thing on my head, they're a top-heavy team.
No.
They have 6 returning guys who played against Golden State. CP3, Harden, Gordon, Tucker, Green, and probably Capella. Who's going to be the 7th guy? Melo? Okay, there's your 7. Maybe Michael Carter-Williams, RJ Hunter. I mean, they're just top heavy.
All right, final one here. Someone get Warren Legary on the phone. We got a great idea here from Jazz star Donovan Mitchell.
Where's Albert Hall?
Who wants to add a little more flavor to Summer League. On Sunday, Mitchell tweeted, there should definitely be a Summer League dunk contest. Eyes emoji, eyes emoji. The fans seem happy with
Put up your thumbs.
Up or down on the Summer League dunk contest. Yeah, this is a no-brainer, right?
No haters here.
Yeah.
No-brainer.
Who doesn't love dunks?
Who doesn't love dunks? They let us call a Summer
It's
League
sweaty,
game.
I know.
They will let people do things what they want out here. We've got some super athletic guys who aren't going to ever have a chance to be in the NBA dunk contest. They take 4 a year. Let everybody dunk who wants to.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, remember the last time they had the All-Star Weekend in Vegas, Gerald Green, he jumped over the Vegas blackjack table.
Oh, right.
We just get dressed up as showgirls again and someone dunks over the 4 of us.
No, but the point is, you can actually experiment with the format of the dunk contest as well.
Good point.
So, you know, why not? Like, throw a few more guys in there, try some props, try without props, and see what works. You might find that ingredient that we've been missing the last few years.
Hey, props for that idea, man.
Hey.
Props.
Sweet. All right, we have to take another break. Let's hear from you guys on Twitter, #TheStars. I'm going to imagine everybody's up on a Summer League dunk contest. Good idea, Donovan Mitchell. Great idea. All right, when we come back, we're going to announce our all Vegas Summer League teams now that the preliminary round is done. There'll be some debating on this one. Look what first and second teams. Here's a look at our all Vegas first team. Our guards, Wade Baldwin the fourth with the Blazers, Josh Hart from the Lakers, Jetty Osman from the Cavs, John Collins from the Hawks, and DeAndre Ayton, the #1 overall pick from the Suns. As you notice there, a lot of those guys outside of Ayton, they played before in the league. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, you see already from John Collins immediate growth and improvement from last season. The season ended in April for the Hawks. He's obviously been in the gym working on his game, knocking down those 3-pointers. He played one game and the Hawks were like, nah, you're done. That's all we need to see from you. So fantastic. I'm really excited for him coming into this season, especially with Trae Young there as well. There's some building blocks now for the Hawks.
And I should point out, we are just looking at the Vegas Summer League portion of this, though Collins having a great couple of games before getting here.
Yeah, but here
definitely
I'm talking
comes
about,
into play for sure.
Well, you mentioned that most of the guys on our first team are second-year players or third-year players, but DeAndre Ayton, to me, has proved why he is the #1 pick this year in the draft. He was getting double teams in the first half of his first Summer League game, which is impressive. He didn't get to show the full breadth of his skills, I don't think, just because the way Summer League is maybe isn't totally situated perfectly for a big man to flash his game, but he was still able to score efficiently, still able to hit the glass and do all the things you want to see a big man do besides scoring. We'll see him do more than just catch lobs and get offensive rebounds come season time.
Primarily, what comprises Summer League are guys vying for their jobs, not the stars like DeAndre Ayton. So that's why Wade Baldwin on here is important to me, because I think he earned his contract here. His contract gets guaranteed over the next 10 days or so. The way he played on both ends of the floor was like he was playing for his livelihood. And I thought he fought, you know, after being a first-round pick in 2016, he fought on both ends. He was yapping when we were calling that game today. Defensively,
fiery guy for sure.
And he's a real athlete, a true athlete. It was fun to watch him play.
Let's take a look at our all Vegas second team. And this is tough to do because there's a lot of guys we're leaving off these lists, but we have as our guards Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He came on the starters last night. Trayvon Blewett with the Pelicans. Kevin Knox with the Knicks has had some monster games here. Troy Brown Jr. from the Wizards, and our other forward, Carter Jr. there with the Bulls. We talked about him a little bit earlier. I'll start with Shai. He has shown an ability to get by anyone put in front of him. He can blow by absolutely anyone. He's very confident at it, and what I like is he can finish around the rim. He's had some crafty finishes, slick finishes, but he showed off at times a little pull-up jumper as well. Not getting all the way in there, pulling up around the free throw line and knocking it down. He's improved each game here for sure at Summer League. He's averaging 25 and 3. He's got 6 steals and 3 blocks. That's the Clippers are very happy, I would imagine, with this pick right now.
Some people are labeling him the best point guard in the draft when you consider Doncic is there and Trae Young as well. So he's shown that this was a good pick by the Clippers, I think, and they're going to like him going forward.
And he's a real big point guard too. And I like how we put Trayvon Blewett out there with the Pelicans, because seemingly the Pelicans are always looking for a shooter.
Definitely.
Each and every year to play around Anthony Davis. They've got Nikola Mirotic there, and if Trayvon Blewett can shoot anywhere close to the percentage that he shot out here, he's going to play a lot.
Yeah, it's a team that was very deep into the salary cap. That's part of the reason DeMarcus Cousins wasn't a huge target for them. So if they're able to get any sort of contribution from guys on small contracts, that really helps them out in the future.
So that's who we have on our all Vegas first and second league Summer League teams. Right now, I mean, there's a lot of basketball still to be played, but let's hear from you guys. Who should have been included in one of those two teams? Let us know at #TheStarters. We've got one more break. That's it. And when we return, a very solid play from a very solid showgirl. nearly complete, but we got time for our final very solid play.
And it is a beauty. It was from the game we called today between the Blazers and the Spurs. And it's Trae, not Kirby. It's McKinney Jones with a boomerang too. You know I love a boomerang to finish. Not just a boomerang, a beautiful three-point swish bomb as well. Here it is again. Drops it off, goes back and gets it, turns around, knocks it in. That's what I call a very solid play.
Very solid.
It must be the last show of the season because Lee Ellis is excited. It's time for the play of the day. We showed you some great highlights, some great dunks throughout all these games. Well, let's sneak you one pass here. George Niang, the touchdown.
Just give it a little tap, tap, taparoo.
We're yinging, we're George Nianging with that pass.
I love it.
Great stuff right there. Now it's time for a little different thing we'd like to squeeze in here. The Celtics' Gordon Hayward and his wife Robin have 2 daughters. Here they're revealing the gender of their 3rd child, and Gordon was very excited.
Say, Daddy, can you help me?
Help me.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Whoa! It's a girl!
Is Daddy happy?
Daddy's always happy.
So good.
He's always happy.
All right, the tournament portion of Summer League starts on Wednesday. Go to NBA.com to check out the bracket and the games. That's it for us. Thanks so much to the fans. Thanks to everyone in the truck, everyone here on set for making, well, this magic happen. We'll have a drop-off podcast for you guys on Friday, so check our iTunes feed.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, folks. And remember, this stays in Vegas.
Yeah, this is right here. Embrace the summer, people.